What are the little things in your life that bring you happiness? What gives you peace when the rest of the world is going crazy? What grounds you, brings you joy, or puts a smile on your face when everything else seems to be working against you? What are your glimmers? Celtic Seasons and Lessons We Forgot would love to know just that. Click on our link and tell us some of the glimmers in your life. One lucky contestant will win a $50 gift card to the Celtic Seasons website, celtic-seasons.com, and your glimmers will be read on the show too. The contest runs until the end of March, so get those entries in soon. And please do us all a favour and share this contest and a little positivity with all of your friends. You can submit up to one glimmer per day.
This is Lessons We Forgot, and this episode is called Babies. Everyone loves babies. Well, honestly, I'm pretty indifferent to them, but most normal people love babies. Everyone gets excited when they come around. Our students do too when one of the new moms at my school brings in their itty-bitty human. They say, "Look at the baby, and it's the cutest baby ever," and everybody oohs and ahs. Some people just want to look at the baby, and others want to hold the baby. Some want to rock the baby or feed the baby. Some people love to hear the baby coo, and some even love the smell of the baby. They make faces and try to get the baby to react. And you better hold on tight if the baby does react in any way, because someone is going to lose it. Again, I'm indifferent at best, and I definitely don't want to hold your baby, but dang, people sure do love babies. Have you ever stopped to think about it, though? That all of us, at some point, were just babies? In fact, all of our students were babies, too. So all of our highest achievers who are destined to change the world were once tiny little babies. All of our students who shot up 6 inches over the summer and who are now taller than us, yeah, they were babies too. The shy kids, the loud kids, the funny kids, the nervous kids, the sweet kids, and the awkward kids were all babies at some point in their lives. In the grand scheme of things, it wasn't even that long ago either. And even the ones who test us every day, the ones who have learned all of our buttons and love to push them, the ones we work hardest to win over without much success, they were babies too. Do you think if we had known them as babies, we'd think differently about them now? If we would have known them at their cutest and most helpless, would we empathize with them and cut them a little more slack? Would we look at them differently now if we once saw them squirming around in a stroller, or rolling over on the floor, or giggling when we tickled their cheek? But they're not babies now. Yeah, I hear you. And of course, you're right. Over the years, our students have been shaped and guided by the people around them and by the experiences they've had, but also by the ones they missed out on. They are the product of the choices they've made, but also, and probably to a larger extent, of the things that have happened to them and by the values instilled in them by other people. Let's be honest, most of our students don't get to make many decisions, especially the big ones. Most of those have been made by the people around them and by the circumstances they find themselves in now. And if we're willing to be honest, would we be all that different from our students if we lived the same lives they had? Our students are not babies, but they were not that long ago. They are also not adults either, but they're going to be in the not so distant future. It's important to remember both of those things when we're figuring out what's best for our students. We can't treat them like babies. They need to face some consequences when they make poor choices. It's how we learn. But they're certainly not adults yet. They're still learning how to make decisions. And just like learning how to walk or talk or anything else really, there are going to be some growing pains. They will stumble from time to time, and we might even need to hold their hands through some of it. In due time, though, they will grow up, leave us, and move on with their lives. Unlike babies, though, our students are able to remember the lessons we teach them and the relationships we develop together. Thank you for listening to this episode of Lessons We Forgot. I'm the host, Chris Winkle. You can contact me at lessonsweforgot@gmail.com, and please do. I'd love to hear what you think about the show and any suggestions you might have. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend. That is the best way to help grow the podcast. If you want to hear more Lessons We Forgot, we post new episodes on Sunday nights. And when you like, rate, and subscribe to the show or leave a comment, that also helps the show reach new listeners. If you really hate ads like me, I do have a Patreon site, patreon.com/lessonsweforgot. For only $1 a month, you can get the show without ads. I'm offering a free trial right now, so go check it out and see if it's something you'd be interested in. Thanks again for your support.